So, Tom, you wanted to talk about innovation today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, okay. So I did a little research and I come up with some stuff.
Okay.
How about we do a speed conference or a fast talk conference about the power of innovation?
The
And I've
power of
got some questions
innovation.
here that we could answer, both of us. Just
Sounds
quick,
good.
short sentences.
Okay, cool.
Like, for instance, Tom, what do you think the state of innovation is today?
The state of innovation today. I like that question. This is good fun.
It is to put you on the spot, right?
That's cool though. That's good. The state of innovation today, to address that question, is I think it's so exponentially quick that the cutting edge ideas that keep coming out aren't necessarily going to be introduced into Europe at the moment. For example, I was talking with students the other day about smart homes and smart technologies,
Uh-huh.
and I don't know when I will see a smart home really in Spain anytime soon. Is it something that's just limited to Silicon Valley, where a lot of the ideas come from, or is it something that's just limited to countries like Japan or any other countries in Asia where, as far as I'm aware, the technologies have developed extremely quickly there, but then there is some delay for that to come across the water to hit Northern America, North America really, and then to come down into Europe. I think there's a bit of a delay of a couple of years really for that happening. So the state of innovation these days, I think, is so quick, and whether or not the market is ready for it um, really determines whether that innovation is used. I mean, case in point is a really brilliant piece of technology, which is the dishwasher, which was actually invented, I believe, sometime around the 1940s. But can you imagine a product being introduced into the market in the 1940s? People were not ready for that invention. It wasn't until probably the 80s maybe that became a commercial product, and people started to accept what it was, and then they started buying. So innovation is sometimes too quick for a super mass market. That's what I think at the moment. And I'm just trying to keep up with the fact that there are so many apps. I think it's about 3,000 apps developed every day, which is just ridiculous. And really only 5%, maybe 10% of those apps become very popular apps. So I think there's actually quite an interesting pattern that happens there, because there is so much information in our world now through our social media and internet and various technologies. This is also now spawning a lot of new companies which are there to say, okay, it's too much information, but we're going to make that very tailor-made to you. So we'll aggregate that information and reduce the amount of information that is there, and that in itself is a service. So innovation breeds more innovation, and technology breeds technology. How about
Okay.
that for an answer?
That was taking the words straight out of my mouth. Um, I agree with you completely, 100%. And probably just to add, I think right now, like you said, innovation is moving so fast. I think companies and people in general have to innovate, and you have to innovate, and you've got to start thinking way outside of the box.
Yeah.
To quote a cliche, but you have to think really far out of the box and innovate everything you do and every moment of your business life, because otherwise there's 20 people behind you ready to innovate, smarter than you, faster than you, with more creative than you, with better ideas than you, who are going to come and just swipe up all your customers. So right now, I really do believe that you've got to innovate daily or hourly or even minutely, if that's a word.
Yeah, and I think actually what's synonymous with innovation is technology, obviously, but being out of your comfort zone and getting out of your comfort zone. If at
Yeah.
any moment an employee or a company is not feeling some level of discomfort, that means that they're too comfortable. If you're too comfortable, you're not going to be in that process of innovation. So getting into that mentality, I think, is what drives innovation and what really pushes companies forward.